Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. I'm Holly. I do mummy and lifestyle videos. I'd love to have you subscribe if you haven't already. Today we are doing my 14-week pregnancy update for my 4th baby. So this is probably going to be one of my shortest updates because actually and thankfully it has been a super easy, super laid back, really good week. Physical symptom wise, I've still had the nausea, don't really know why. It's not been as bad, I don't think. It's still really putting me off, and there are times when I have to just convince myself to eat. I think sometimes it's the smell of the food that puts me off more than anything, but I do feel like I have been managing to eat more this week, and I haven't been eating sugar cookies this week. I've managed to eat a lot more fruit, I'm getting more veggies in, so I feel like I'm much healthier this week, and so mentally I feel better knowing that I am taking better care of myself through my diet. Pretty much all the physical symptoms are exactly the same as last week, so I will link last week's video down below and above, but basically it's things like my pelvic pain's really difficult, especially rolling over in bed. I've still got the acne, so I am trying some new makeup. I did film a get ready with me. You will probably laugh your head off. It's embarrassing how much I don't know about makeup, but I bought some new concealer, I bought like powders and all sorts of stuff, so you can go watch that video. I will link it below and above so that you can go and see me attempt to really sort out this pregnancy acne. So mental health wise, I've generally been pretty good. I would say I still keep having my anxious moments and I'm still very irritable in general, but I feel like I'm taking better care of myself. I've really started reading the Mindful Pregnancy book that I bought earlier on in my pregnancy, which is by Deepak Chopra, and it has simple breathing exercises, meditations, things like that. And I actually this week did have a bath where I put relaxing rain music on. I just put my hands on my bum and I really tried to think of my baby and bond with baby, so that's been a focus this week, is really practicing the mindfulness and bonding with baby. I think last week when it was Beau's days at nursery, I don't know if I had my appointment or what happened, but I was very fatigued and didn't really get much done in the 2 days that he went to nursery, where I would normally get that opportunity and get so much done, and usually then it starts my week off and I'm feeling great because I've done 2 days of really getting stuff sorted, and then the rest of the week is so much easier. But this week I've had enough energy and motivation, most importantly, that I have actually yesterday and today been super productive, which has really boosted my mood. I've been getting the house sorted. I filmed a load of videos today. Yesterday I did so much laundry that I can actually see my swivel chair again. My room looks so much nicer downstairs that I actually made me want to spend time in my living room, and I've just been in a much more positive, uplifted mood in the last few days. I guess one difference from last week is I'm definitely starting to sway more towards C-section. I obviously mentioned a lot of discussions about birth choices last week. I still really want to discuss with the other consultant and find out his opinion, or at least just get a second opinion from somebody else. Obviously, like I said last week as well, it's so hard to know what is going to happen in this pregnancy. I had gestational diabetes last time. Sometimes, well, they say that it makes big babies, but last time for some reason I had a baby that was so small she should have really been in SCBU, but luckily they let her stay with me, and she was under the care of SCBU but actually stayed with me in the postnatal ward. So yeah, we don't know if there's going to be any growth issues. We really just don't know until nearer the time, but I am starting to think more logically and seeing a bit more sense, I guess, and I'm just really fearful of loss. I really want to do a video talking specifically about pregnancy after loss, because I think there's a misconception that when you get pregnant after a loss it's really exciting because you're finally having your rainbow baby, but I think that's not the case for a lot of mums of rainbow babies, and actually it's a very anxious time, which is what I found in my rainbow pregnancy last time and then in this one is that it actually makes me more fearful and more nervous. My only issue with the C-section is I really don't know when they're going to want to deliver me, and I know obviously this is yet again another thing that I mentioned last week, but I turned 37 weeks on Christmas Eve and I just think there's a chance they're going to want to deliver me at 37 weeks, and I really don't know how it's going to work for Christmas, whether they're going to want to do it before Christmas, but I don't think they will from what research I've done on 36-week-old babies that are born, and just it can have risks of complications, but at the same time I then don't know how it would work with Christmas and New Year. I don't know if they are that bothered about New Year in hospitals or if it's just Christmas Day, or if they do C-sections on Christmas Day. I don't think they would do a planned C-section on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve, so it'd be interesting to find out from the consultant what days they usually do their surgeries, because at my local hospital they only did the planned C-sections on 2 days. I can't remember what days they were. Obviously with it being a different hospital it will likely be different days, and it's just trying to work it around all the seasonal things. So there's just a lot of questions running through my mind, and I'm really eager that the sooner we can get this referral and just get up to this new hospital and really find out exactly what is likely to happen and what they recommend and what they think is the best option moving forward. So honestly that's about it. Like I've just had a really simple easy week. I will tell you about the baby's development though. So I know I've probably told you guys about this before, but I get all my information from the What to Expect website. I know they do an app, but I just don't want it to take up space on my phone. So I just go into their pregnancy week by week, second trimester, and we are on week 14. I had to double check there. So baby is the size of a navel orange, but it's 9 to 10 centimeters and approximately 57 grams. On that note, I haven't actually checked my weight yet. I feel like I will have gone up slightly because I just feel like I've been eating better, but I haven't obsessively checked, so I'm not 100% sure what I weigh at the minute. So then they do this section of at a glance, and it says say cheese. Are you making faces at me? To welcome your second trimester, your baby-to-be can now use her facial muscles to grimace and smile. Boy or girl, this week, fully developed genitals make their grand entrance. Note, however, that they may still be hard to detect on an ultrasound. I know a lot of American people, I think, have had this thing called a NIPT test, like NIPT. I don't think they do that in the UK, and I know there's been a lot of talks about insurance and whether your insurance pays for it, which obviously in this country we don't have that issue, but I'm pretty sure in this country we don't routinely do that, because obviously that's why people are always super excited about the 20-week scan when they can then find out the gender, whereas so many people are having blood tests or they're doing this thing called sneak peek, and you do a finger prick and send blood off, which I know you can do in this country as well, but loads of people are finding out super early that are in my Facebook group, but obviously this time I don't think we are finding out the gender. And then it says peach fuzz. It's all about hair now as your baby sprouts some on her head, eyebrows and body. And I know one thing they say about is this fuzzy like peach fuzz called Lanugo, I think, and it covers their whole body and keeps them warm. And they say that most babies, by the time they're born, it completely disappears. I'm kind of hoping in a way that this baby will be similar to Leilani, because when she was born, honestly, she was like a monkey. Firstly, I got the shock of my life when they put her on my chest and she was dark haired, because my husband was blonde as a baby and I'm naturally blonde, even though this is maybe slightly from a bottle, but my roots are slightly coming through. And then our firstborn Beau, he was ginger, which was a bit of a shock. Our daughter that passed away, Silver, she was actually blonde, and then for some reason Leilani came out and she was like dark brown. So as if that wasn't a shock enough, which makes me really wonder what colour hair this baby's going to have. But then she literally had the furriest, like proper furry shoulders, and she made monkey noises as well, so she was literally like this cute like tiny baby that she was so small she didn't even fit into tiny baby clothes. But yeah, she was so small and fluffy and like a little monkey. So apparently in terms of size of a navel orange, it's the size of your clenched fist, so that's still quite big. And apparently at the minute the baby's movements is very, it describes it as like ballet-like, so very smooth and gentle compared to the jerky kicks and stuff that we will get obviously further on in the pregnancy. And it does say as well that the baby is starting to straighten out more inside and like just straighten out, and you know, I don't know how else to say that. And then it just goes on to talk about like my aspect of it, like the mum's aspect of pregnancy symptoms, how to deal with them and stuff. So it is a really good website that I really have enjoyed having in this pregnancy, which I've never used in my previous pregnancies. Last thing to do, I think it's time to show you guys my belly. Okay, so I'm going to do this on the bed. I've got different Disney leggings on this week, but nonetheless still we're going for the comfortable Disney leggings and crazy cat lady t-shirt. This is from the front with clothes on, and then the left hand side. This is when my eyesight is so bad that I can't see on the viewfinder how well this is coming across, whether you can actually see that there is a bump. But yes, that's from my right hand side with clothes on, and then without my t-shirt, that's what my belly looks like. I have been using belly butter, which I'll show you. It's the Mamma Mia one, the Tummy Rub Butter Omega Rich Stretch Mark Protection Cream. And it, like I said before, it is vegan and it smells really nice actually, so I'm considering actually buying some more of this. But that is my belly from the left side as well. So there you go guys, that was 14 weeks pregnant. If you haven't already entered my giveaway, there is still a couple of days left to enter. I will link it down below and above. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys! Can I help you? I don't want to, nobody wants to see that. It's a good job I'm in the way. Why? Remember to zoom in before editing. Note to self, I'm gonna sneeze.